What's up, YouTube? Low-Key Plug back with another one, and today I want to quickly talk about this being Dennis Smith Jr.'s last chance in the NBA this upcoming 2020-2021 NBA season. And with that being said, let's get started. In the past season, there were some trade talks centered around Dennis Smith while he was on the Knicks due to his underperformance this year. Smith wasn't traded due to the firing of Steve Mills as the team president, but we have seen that the trade market doesn't look good for Dennis at all. It's reported that the Magic and Timberwolves were the only two teams interested in Dennis back in April, but the problem is that both of these teams have point guards that have emerged since then. Markelle Fultz turned into a promising point guard worth building a future with during the NBA bubble, and D'Angelo Russell was traded to the Timberwolves from the Warriors. Now that the Magic can expect big things out of Fultz in the upcoming years, I doubt they will even bother acquiring Dennis Smith, which leads to one big problem. If Dennis Smith Jr. doesn't improve his play in this upcoming season, that will probably be his last season in the league. Dennis Smith Jr. is listed at 6'3", but is probably around 6'1", 6'2" max. He's definitely one of the most athletic players in the NBA, but that can only take you so far at his height. The way the Knicks were constructed this past season was probably one of the worst situations he could have been in. The Knicks had very limited floor spacing, which at times forced Dennis to be the primary shooter on the court, even though his game is predicated on driving and finishing or driving and kicking out. If Dennis shares the floor with RJ, then he would be pushed to play more like a shooting guard. Although he's never been asked to play off the ball earlier in his career, Dennis was traded from the Mavs for his inability to play off ball, since Luka definitely turned out to be the best primary playmaker on the Mavs. Now, unless Dennis learns how to play off the ball, or at least has a consistent spot-up jumper, I don't see him being successful on this Knicks roster unless a lot of players are traded to create more floor spacing. Now, the Knicks have made a coaching staff change this year due to the lack of player development in the past couple of years. For some reason, when a lot of players move on from the Knicks to a different team, they turn out way better than they were with the Knicks. Now, a good example of that is Tim Hardaway Jr., who definitely played like a top 10 third option with the Mavericks this year, although most Knicks fans claim he was garbage and wasn't worth that contract that he received. Now, Tom Thibodeau is the new head coach for the Knicks, and he was open about how much he liked young Dennis Smith's game when he was in college. If the Knicks don't draft another guard, I can see Dennis Smith getting a bulk of minutes to prove himself this year. This is definitely a make or break season for him, but only time will tell how his season turns out. If not with the Knicks, hopefully he can prove his worth on a different team by the end of the season. And with that being said, that is why this could be Dennis Smith Jr.'s last season in the NBA. As always, let me know what you think in the comments below. If you have any ideas for content, post that as well. Make sure you subscribe, like, and share. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, Low-Key Plug out.